Hi, my name's Mark. I'm one of the pastors here at Trillium. Ancient people, especially the Greeks, understood the link between memory, remembering, and imitation. And the logic goes like this. That which is worth remembering is worth imitating. And that which is worth imitating is worth remembering. And so a lot of the Greek stories, the myths and the fables that were told were really about how to remember and then imitate in life. And there's a lot of instructions about what not to imitate. And even in those cases, there's a link between memory and imitation. So that when Jesus says at the Last Supper, do this in memory of me, he's broken the bread and he's blessed the wine and given it to the disciples as expressions of his own life. He's becoming broken bread and poured out wine for the world, life. He is instinctively reminding the disciples to imitate him. And we looked at a passage on Sunday of James and John being asked by Jesus whether they will drink his cup. And they're saying, of course we will. And he's acknowledging at some point they will. And understand it's the same cup that's expressed and talked about on the Last Supper, at the Last Supper. And that symbol is one of becoming like Jesus, imitating him. When he says, do this in remembrance of me, he's saying, imitate me in my life, become like me. And it makes me realize that we are incredibly imitative creatures. I mean, most of what we are is based on imitation. We picked up imitative habits along the way from a variety of sources. I've still got a few mannerisms from girlfriends long ago, and even though they're forgotten in many ways, their mannerisms lives in me. And you probably have been an accumulation of many, many different patterns of imitation in your life. And in today's world where everybody wants to be special and unique, we discount on the importance of imitation as a practice of life and how it's so intrinsic to human beings. I have a friend of mine, he swears a lot. I mean, he swears a lot, and he uses the F word a lot. And he's in the bank with his 3-year-old son, and his son starts walking up and down the bank using the F word. F, 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 F. And my friend's kind of freaking out, can't believe what he's hearing. Because he doesn't take seriously the imitative power of his son, of his child, of a human being. And I think about when I was not even a year old, my mom told me that I was biting my fingernails. Why? Because she was biting her fingernails. And when she stopped biting her fingernails, I stopped biting mine. And it's really a powerful thing to recognize that what we think we are is in many ways an accumulation of imitative practices in our life. And the only choice we have to make in life, the only one we get to make, is not whether we're going to imitate or not, because that's a given. But the only question is who we're going to imitate and what we're going to imitate in life. I'm driving out there, and you probably noticed this, when motorcycles go by each other, they kind of give each other the high five or something like that, a little wave. And I've always thought to myself, I would love to drive a motorcycle or ride a motorcycle just so that I could give the salute to the other motorcyclists. When I started working at Trillium, I belonged to the Ford Escort Wagon Club. Amazingly, of all the cars in the world, this was the one I bought. And I would notice every other Ford Escort wagon on the road. And it's amazing. I wouldn't really notice any other cars. And we didn't wave at each other, but we were part of the same club. And then when someone totaled my Escort wagon, I got money and I went and bought myself a Nissan Sentra. And immediately I stopped noticing the Ford Escort wagons and started noticing the Nissan Sentras instantly. And we didn't wave at each other, but we are now part of the same club. See, there's a certain practice of imitation no matter what we do in life, even when it comes to driving cars. And what we notice or what we don't notice is in itself the attention of imitation for all of us. We have a practice here at Trillium that says we're going to make Jesus the source of our imitation. We have a chance to extend not hostility or violence to people, but the practice of love and fellowship and friendship, sacred hospitality. And it seems to me that is the imitation worthy of our attention. The 5 goes out, the hand goes up, and there is the celebration of true friendship.